Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well today. We are back. We're at halfway through the week. Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. All y'all who are patiently waiting for the weekend. Although some people do work the weekends. I've done that for many years. I still kind of work the weekends, teaching karate classes. So we are playing Dragon Quest III. If you missed previous episodes, there should be videos down below somewhere, or you can check out the playlists over on YouTube. Tons of playlists on YouTube, so plenty to watch if you're interested. All right, who is ready for Christmas? We are getting there. First week of December. We have, I won't count this week because it's almost over. One, two, about 2.5 weeks for Christmas. You get your shopping done? Not even close. I'm not sure how much shopping we're going to be able to do this year, but we're going to try. It's been a rough financial year. I'm sure everybody understands. I'm sure you're probably dealing with similar. We won't go into that discussion. I could talk about that all day long. Some of you might agree, some of you might not. We all have that freedom of opinions and whatnot. But I will not bombard you with that today. We are here to play Dragon Quest. All right. So I will be, streaming Monday through Wednesday, taking the rest of the week off. Although occasionally I might throw out a evening stream, probably be somewhere around 9 o'clock in the evening, and it'll be different games. Last time was Ghost of Yotai. I streamed it on YouTube. Because at night I can't really stream on my computer, because I don't want to wake my wife up. Because she's got to get up early for work in the morning. So I play it on the PlayStation downstairs. And so when you stream using the PlayStation, you can only stream to one service. You can't multi-stream with the PlayStation. So it was kind of an eeny, meeny, miny, mo kind of thing. I'm monetized on Twitch as an affiliate, not on YouTube. However, YouTube gives you transcoding so that if your viewers can't watch in 1080p, they don't have to. Because not everybody has the greatest of internets, not everybody has the greatest devices to watch on. I know my previous job, I used to work security, and I worked 12-hour shifts on the weekends. Sundays, I was literally mostly the only person there. So I would do my rounds, and then, I would try to keep myself awake on my phone, either, binge watching something on Netflix or watching people stream. And the internet there was not the greatest. Of course, I was using their guest Wi-Fi. I don't know about the rest of their Wi-Fi. But the internet wasn't the greatest, so I pretty much had to watch things on, what is it? Is it 480? What is it? Twitch doesn't have that option because I have to transcode myself. Twitch just does 1080, 720, and 360, but that's better than just 1080. Whereas YouTube gives me the option of doing 1080, 720, 480, 360, 240, or 144. So at work, I would be watching on 480. Is usually how I did that. Because the internet was not that great. And it usually worked fairly well on 480. Going any lower, the image was very blurry. And you pretty much can't even watch. You're just listening. So to give people more, options to be able to watch, I think is very important. Hopefully, Twitch at some point will do that. I guess the whole thing they have with OBS, they created some kind of setting with OBS so that you can use your own computer to transcode yourself, but it only gives you three three options, which is what I'm using. Unfortunately, though, on the PlayStation, because I'm not using OBS, I don't have that option. So if I stream on Twitch with the PlayStation, you're probably only going to get the option of 1080p, and that's it. Because I'm not partnered, and they give priority to partners. Honestly, this is just my opinion. I mean, partners are great. They're there for a reason. Okay, they got to partner for a reason. They're probably great entertainers, a lot of them. But do they really need transcoding more than everybody else? You know, they're if they're partnered 10 to 1, they get thousands of viewers and maybe even millions of followers, whatever. They don't really need the transcoding. I think they need to work on making it to where everybody's transcoded. That's not really a special benefit that partners really need, in my opinion. Honestly, I would think that the little guys would need that more than the partners. Partners are already pretty much on the top. We're still trying to grow, right? And transcoding is just one small thing that would help a little bit. So maybe one day they'll get there. I mean, they are kind of, I guess, testing the waters with the whole new multi-streaming um, policies and whatnot. They're allowing people to now multi-stream with other platforms, um, which I guess technically, if you were not monetized, if you were not affiliate or partner, you could have done that anyways. But once you got monetized, that stops your multi-streaming. But now with the new policy, you can multi-stream just as long as you don't have anything showing on the screen or in the chat. In the chat, um, shows the other platform. Basically, Twitch doesn't want to see any competition on the screen. Basically, as far as I know, I don't think they have any issue with the streamer talking about the other platform, because streamers do it all the time. Of course, I've also seen several streamers that have the other platform chat on the screen, although I don't think there's any way of identifying it as the other platform. But if you look at the two chats, you can clearly tell they're not the same platform. But I guess that's a little bit sneakier. Of course, that also goes into the discussion about copyrighted music, right? Tons of streamers are using copyrighted music, and they're not really getting in trouble for it. Their VODs have sections that are muted, or they just don't, have the VODs pop up. And so they're not really getting in trouble for that, even though technically they could. I guess the policy states that you can be copyright striked while playing live copyrighted music. But then what makes that confusing, at least on Twitch, because I don't think YouTube has this option yet, is you have a setting in OBS that basically allows you to play copyrighted music and then cuts it out of your VOD when you're done streaming so that it's not there. Twitch and OBS created that together. So maybe copyrighted music live is really not that much of a legal issue on Twitch then. If they got that setting, I would think that would be a mistake if they try to ban somebody for playing copyrighted music live when they give you that setting themselves. It's even labeled Twitch on it. So, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Speaking of copyright, it's kind of funny how that works. I have run into many times, especially on YouTube more than Twitch, where you'll get people who will claim that the music you're playing is theirs and it's not. They're lying. And it's happened to me a lot on YouTube, and you have to go through a dispute thing, which unfortunately there's no middleman that looks at your information, looks at their information, and says, okay, who's right, who's wrong? There's none of that. It's me telling the person that's claiming the music is theirs that it's not theirs, and they need to leave it alone. And then they have to decide whether or not to accept that. Well, obviously, if you're, trying to steal somebody's monetization, which is basically what they're doing, you're going to say, well, it's my music regardless. need to have a middleman there, I think. I think YouTube needs to step up and say, okay, we're going to look at the information and we're going to, you know, I mean, you can use, was it Shazam on your phone? And it'll tell you the name of the song, and half the time, or most of the time, it's not the song that the person is claiming it is. I've had copyright flags or whatever for sound effects. You shouldn't be able to copyright a sound effect. I was trying to be creative, okay, and the name of our community is Storm Raiders. So in my intro, I had a siren playing for, you know, take cover, there's a bad storm coming, air raid siren kind of thing. And I had 2 copyright flags pop up. One was for I think it was for a Beyonce video. She just happened to play a siren in her video. And the other one was some German band had a live concert video. Now, if it was copyrighted, how can it be copyrighted by 2 different people? You know, it's called somebody was claiming it, and it really wasn't. But you shouldn't be able to do to copyright sound effects unless it's something, you know, original and only you can do or whatever. You know, it's like if a car drives by my house and I have the window open and honks their horn and it goes across my mic or whatever and into the video stream, whatever, and they're going to tell me that the horn is copyrighted. Really? I mean, that's just stupid. But anyway, so I've been playing some Christmas music, and the Christmas music actually came from YouTube audio. YouTube is kind of nice. They have a section there where you can download copyright-free music. And most of the time I don't have any issues with that music. But lately here, a couple times here on Twitch, which I don't usually get a lot of flags on Twitch, somebody's claiming the music as theirs, and it's some kind of foreign name that I couldn't even begin to pronounce. And so I have to go through the dispute thing there and say, hey, I mean, this is the Christmas music, and it is not yours. So it's like, go somewhere else, people. But you get it. All right, let's play some Dragon Quest. Hopefully we won't have any issues today. Fingers crossed. Had some kind of issue where I would go on break, and so I have it on my Be Right Back screen. And then when I come back and put it back on the gaming screen, like what you're seeing now, you will see the gaming screen, but I will still see the Be Right Back screen. The preview screen is freezing, basically. And so I could continue to play, y'all could continue to see, but I couldn't see what's going on in the preview. And so I've, you know, looked it up, and I've had numerous things say numerous changes in settings, and change G-Sync, V-Sync, turn hardware acceleration off, lower resolution in the game, and graphics in the game, and close unused programs, and blah, 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 blah. So I disabled the hardware acceleration thing. We'll see if that helps any. I did something else. I can't remember what it was. I did something else to try to help that. I honestly don't think it's the graphics in the game, because if we go over here to settings, here's your graphic settings. So 3 is as high as you can go. Okay. It says 0.39 at a 2.9 gigabytes. So I'm only using 0.39 of GPU. So I'm not really even using hardly a thing. See the little green bar? Barely anything there. So I find it hard to believe that I need to lower the quality any. So I don't think it's that issue. I do have a memory issue with this computer. It's an older computer. I think it's only got like 3 gigs of memory, unfortunately. But yeah, so we're going to do what we can do. It's part of the reason why I've been playing newer games on the PlayStation instead of on the PC, because my PC really can't handle it no more. All right, I'm trying to remember if we found all the blue doors. I don't think there was any blue doors in the tower. There was, yes. Hold up. We're going to use zoom. We're going to go to... Where is it? I guess it would be miscellaneous. There it is. I think there was a blue door in here. Or maybe not. That might be a final key or some other key. Alright, so towns, Aliahan, we were all over there. No blue doors. Reeve only has the thief key door. Romeria, we checked that out. No blue doors there. No blue doors there. So the funny thing about the fairy village in Norvik, a guy from Norvik and a fairy from the fairy village fell in love. And the fairy queen does not like humans. And so they ran off together. And they ran off together with the dream stone. And so the queen thinks that he took the stone from her daughter and sold it, and that her daughter's ashamed to come home. So I know from another character that I'm playing, exploring, there's a cave near the fairy village. The stone is in there. But I do not know how you find out that the stone is there. I would think that we should run into the fairy and the human, whatever their names are, and they should tell us it's there, right? That would make sense. So we're not going to go there until we find them to tell us where to go, because it wouldn't make sense just to, oh, I know where the stone is, even though I shouldn't, you know. So we're going to avoid doing that. So there's really no doors in the fairy village at all. Asham, we went through. The one guy there had it. Ibis, we went through, took care of all that. There should be no, there's only thief's doors in the promontory passage. Nothing in the Dream Tower, Path of Promise. I don't think so. The tower, nope. Pyramid, we just came from. That's where we got the key. Nope. Nope. Little shrine, nope. Shrine of Promise. Okay, that's the two shrine where the two shrines connect. Okay. Romanian Road, no. The outpost, it does, because that's how we're going to get to Ortega. Nordy's Grotto, that's the dwarf who's kind of building a tunnel to the east side there. The Desert Shrine does not. And then that's all. Let's go talk to Nordy, because the one guy in Asham, who's the guy that charges you overpriced fees, we talked to him at night in his home, and he mentioned that Nordy knows how to get through here to get to the east. So let's see if Nordy says anything different after that conversation. If not, we're just going to head to the outpost. I'm Nordy the Dwarf. What do you want with me, boy? You know business here, clear off. Okay. The outpost it is. Whee! Boom. Alright. Ah, the door. It leads to the land of Ortega. If you have the magic key, then you are free to go through. It used to be that anyone could come and go as they please, but with the great number of monsters, they limit. Boom. It's nice to have the magic key. Ooh, we can't go through here. Door's locked. Only the right key will open it. Hey, let me in! Is that a window? Angel Bell. What does the Angel Bell do? Here's a single ally of confusion. You know what else cures an ally of confusion? At least it does in Final Fantasy. I'm not sure about Dragon Quest, to be honest with you. Is you hit them. That's how you would do it in Final Fantasy. If your friend was confused, you just smack him. And then he wouldn't be confused. Same thing with sleep. You would just smack him and he would wake up. We went under the water. Can we go up here? Nope. You never know. You might find something lying on the ground. There are some like secret items on the ground that you only find by walking near it. No, I don't see anything. We're on an island. See, we can't get over there to the sparklies. We need like a boat or something that flies. Because we can't go up or down a cliff. Ooh, what kind of nasties are we going to fight over here? Where am I? I'm up there. Okay. So we are going to also kind of keep an eye out for sparklies. It's just random loot that you can find lying around. That was not in the original game. That's a new thing. Alright. We are going to put on our boomerang. And we are going to attack. Chosen. You can fight the Mustiff, which I guess is supposed to be like a Mastiff. You know what? Disregard that. You can fight the Lump Wizard. She will cast Swoosh on the mutts. And you can cast Bang. I'm looking forward to getting Boon. Okay, so they're not too tough. We really don't need to use much magic at all. We could probably just take them out with our weapons. But they are slightly different than what we've come across. Oh, looky here. Oh, we've been sacked. He's calling for backup. Seriously? Is that the best you can do? Alright, we're going to use that. We're going to have Chosen take out the armor. You can take out the Eel Slime. And we'll bang whoever's left over. That totally did not sound right. So we're just kind of gonna zigzag. Because you never know. You might find some of that loot or a secret area. You kind of got to look hard for it. It sticks out from the rest of the map most of the time. Look at that. They are no match for my boomerang. Alright. I saw some sparklies. See? And we found medicine. Dazzle me nuts. Alright. We're gonna kind of go around here. If there's nothing back here, then there's no point in ever coming back. See how this does. Does really well. So the funny thing is, if you missed it last stream, Chosen has the golden claws. It's stronger than what we had, but it's cursed. Okay, if you look at it, it says, don't be tricked by these claws. Shiny appearance, they're cursed as anything. Okay, so my understanding is the curse is increased encounter rate. Okay, so when we were in the pyramid, every couple steps, boom, you were attacked. Once we got out of the pyramid, it seemed to went away. So it's like encounter rate's about normal. But it's not really supposed to be, to my understanding. In the original, I'm pretty sure it was the fire claw, not the golden claw, but I could be wrong. And the curse kept going throughout the entire game that you had the claw. I think you had to have it equipped. But your encounter rate increased permanently. Not doing that now, so I don't know if that's a bug in the remake or if they intended to do that. I don't think anything else is going wrong with him. He's at like full health, so he's not losing health like some cursed items do. His stats look pretty good, pretty normal. And he's not stuck with it. We can take it off him. He can use an iron axe. I didn't know that the martial artist could use an iron axe. Look at that. I could have bought him an iron axe too. Although it would have been weaker than the knuckle dusters. But yeah, we could take it off. So it's not really cursed if you ask me. Nope. And he's not missing any more than normal. Ooh, it's another mage. He ran away. Alright, we'll have to come back with Musk while using Musk. Surely there's a bag. Asbestos earrings, huh? Is there any pots? Or is it just a bag? Alright, we're going to come back with Musk on. Now, Musk increases the encounter rate. We got 2 left. Although, from what I've seen, it doesn't really increase it that much. Alright, we got another one. Houdini. Trixie is over the moon now. They've got more... yes, mages. So she's gone up a level. A lot. A nice jump. We can use that for our next rank in the battle arena. We gotta do rank 4. And the only way to level up your monsters for the arena is by finding other similar monsters. That. The rock. Alright, we made it all around the big rock. Yeah, we can't get up there. Once again, we're gonna have to fly. She has the Holy Lance. And I'm gonna say Drac is supposed to be undead. Try this. Oh, we got 3 alive. And that's the end of them. And as you can see, there's some loot there, but I can't get to it. Whoosh! He whooshed us. He did it again. That's a decent amount of experience. Alright, let's see if there's anything sparkling. Something popped up. Okay. One left. There's the sparklies. Look at that. We got some agility seeds. Alright, I don't see any other sparklies. So we're gonna go back this way. Okay, we're gonna equip to our axe. And we're gonna charge! Ooh, still standing. He's still standing. Not anymore. Well, look at that big town. We're gonna come back to it. Hey, Valerian, how's it going? Another poison needle. Lord. I think in the original there was only one poison needle. That was it. Ooh. That's okay. And we're healed. Alright, Ortega. It's a port town. We're supposed to be able to get a boat here or something. Somebody said they build boats here. Looks like it anyways. We read the sign? No, we can't read the sign. Alright, Square Enix, that's something you can add in the future. That goes all the way over there, so we're going to hold off on that for the moment. Not a very big town, honestly, at least not from what I can see. We're going to first explore at night, since it is already night. Oh, this is nice. Oh, here is a place where young couples do tarry, though some will not last, still yet others will marry. There once were two lovers who came almost daily, where now are those faces that smiled then so gaily. Sounds a lot better if you don't screw it up. Alright, so we're going to come back to there. Aha! A seed. And a little bit of money. Oh! Give it to Alice. Welcome, wayward sheep. We will save. That door's locked with the thief's key. Some kind of eatery? Seed of luck. Oh, there's a seed of wisdom I missed. Poppy, I cannot sleep. A strength seed. That was a decent jump. Yeah. I guess either they work the night shift or nobody lives there. You heard about the geezer on the western continent that wants to make a town of his own? Mad stuff. You speak of the settlement by the coast, yes? I can't imagine ever wanting to live there. Was that in the original? I can't remember. Alright, so he noticed me and fled. Okay. I was moving slow, so I probably have to have the monster wrangler in order to get him. Another seed of strength. Please, if you could return tomorrow. I'm sorry, but His Royal Majesty has retired for the evening. I don't see anything over there. Oh, there's a sleeping person here. Alright, before we sleep, we're going to go all the way around. I'm assuming that's like a lighthouse or something. A care ring. Pop this on to become a really good egg, who also has a rather nice ring. And what's the good egg do? All attributes increase in a balanced fashion. All attributes. He's Paragon, Tearaway, Vamp, and Genius. Okay, so she would be better off having Vamp than she would the good egg, because it increases agility and luck quickly, and everything else is balanced, which is basically what that ring does. So I think we're still pretty much good where we are. Mini medal. Child of Dusa. Stay a while, if you please, and I will tell you a tale. There once was a brave soldier and a beautiful young maiden. The two of them, they would stare out to sea and dream of a world at peace. But seeing this, the archfiend Baramos was angered and placed a curse upon the young lovers. Oh, truly, their tale is one of tragedy. I wonder if that's the elf girl and the human. The saddest story ever told. And what does that do to us? I must already have one. I do. Alright, we're going to go to the inn. I'm pretty sure the stores are closed by now. Go through here. Oh, see, the stores are closed. Let's go through here and see what this guy's doing out in his field. Oh, my darling Sabrina, mi amor, my one true love, we are doomed never to speak again, never to meet. Have you seen her, amigo? Have you seen my Sabrina? No. That is a shame. I wonder how she fares. Ah, mi amor. Sabrina. No, I have not run into any Sabrinas. A sparring suit. I think that might be too weak. Yep. You cannot use it. Mamma. Mummy. Getting stuck. What could be hidden in this special spot to the northwest, I wonder? My grandma never revealed it to me. To the north. Northwest of what? Northwest of the inn or northwest of the town? Didn't give us enough information. Is there anything different during the day? Okay, a Ortega. My grandma once told me there was a special spot northwest of Ortega. We'll have to look around. To taste the fiery magic of black pepper just once before I die, this would be to have lived indeed. I know what's going on. The lovers have been cursed, just like in the movie Ladyhawke. Anybody remember Ladyhawke from the 80s, starring Rutger Hauer, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Matthew Broderick? So the tale is, you had the kingdom of Aquila, supposed to take place in like Italy or something. And you had the bishop, who was, the head of the church. He kind of ruled over everybody. And then you had the captain of the guards, which was Navarre. And you had a noble lady, Isabel. Well, Navarre and Isabel fell in love. And a monk secretly married them because the bishop was also in love with Isabel. But Isabel didn't like the bishop. And so one day that monk that married him, he got drunk and he confessed it to the bishop. The bishop got mad. So he made a bargain and cursed Navarre and Isabel. So during the day, he is a man and she is a hawk. And during the night, she is a lady and he's a wolf. I think Square Enix copied that. And the man we talked to last night is the horse. So Sabrina is probably a person during the day and an animal at night. Just a thought. We'll find out if we run into Sabrina. A single grain of pepper is a single grain of pure gold. We have nothing so valuable here. Still, to business. Let's see, what do we have to sell? $6,000 for the golden claws, but I'm gonna sell the knuckle dusters because I don't think we really need it. We don't need the extra poison needle. We can sell that. We don't need the silk robe. We're going to sell that. Or the kilt. We don't need the sparring suit. We can sell that. She's not using her rabbit tail, and we have one in the bag, so we're going to go ahead and sell that rabbit tail. We don't need to. Alright, what do we have to buy here? A spiked steel whip. Main character can use it. We don't need the knuckle dusters. I already got the iron axe. A light shield. 3 of us can use. Look at that. Full plate armor. Alright, full plate armor we're gonna buy. Alright, then we're gonna sell the iron armor. You don't need it no more. We definitely can't buy the whip at the moment, but we can buy one shield. Alright, so we need to get the whip and 2 shields. I need a bank. I got money in the bank. Need to sell the iron shield too. You can sell the cloak of evasion too. You don't really need that. We'll keep those rings just in case I run into a sleeping and paralysis problem. But probably not. Alright, what do you have? Dollar cap, nobody needs. Silk robe, nobody needs. Dummy! A few sucks on this, and the wearer will feel like a spoiled brat in no time. So it's a pacifier. Let's buy a few of these. I didn't want to do that. Ugh. Bag. 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 Alright. So we probably should walk around and see if we can find Sabrina. Maybe she's also in town? You say anything different? No, it says the same thing. Nope, nothing hidden. Ah, you require a boat. Then you must speak with the king, not me. Vaza, leave me alone. Okay. Is that Sabrina? It is. Oh, I'm Sabrina. I was just daydreaming of my beloved. The nights, they are so long, so dark, so lonely without my dear Carlos. Guess what we gotta do? We gotta go back to sleep. I didn't see any banks. So we'll also probably teleport to a bank, or we'll have to fight for money and leave what's in the bank in the bank. We will eventually get a spell that'll allow us to change night and day. So I wonder what she is. She's the cat. She's the cat in that room. Yes. Then please, you must tell her. Tell her that her Carlos, he still loves her and he will for all time. That's it? Okay. Should I go to the house first where she's a cat? Alright, let's find out what happens. Alright, so right now he's a horse, and now she's a human. Just think about it, I don't know what I'm going to call this. Really? I can't do nothing? Probably some kind of item or something I need to get. With a boat at your command, you could sail the world and procure many exotic cargoes. Oh, just imagine. Who wants to be a sailor? Welcome to the castle of Ortega. Though our kingdom may be small, our king is truly a great man. Please show some respect. Ooh, we're definitely gonna have to use, was it safe passage in this?
It is said that in the lands of the East, much pepper grows. Journey there, adventurer, and bring me news of what you find. If you bring back precious pepper, I will honor you as a hero and present to you my very own flagship as your prize. Show this letter to the dwarf Nordi, who dwells in the tunnel leading eastward. He will grant you passage. You are the second person for whom I have written such a missive. The first, if memory serves, was a warrior from Aliahan.
Oh, me too.
When I inquired as to why he needed such a letter, he refused to say. All he would share was that his journey was one of the highest import. Normally, I would have had him thrown out for such impudence. But his determination struck a chord deep within me. I knew, right then and there, that he was telling the truth. Who would I have been to stand in his way? But I digress. That is all in the past. Go now, and may the goddess herself bless your voyage.
So, I have to say, this king is pretty rude. We walk into the room, and he doesn't even so much say hi or welcome or who are you. He just automatically gives us a job to do. Go give me some pepper. I'm like, really? Many have tried to journey to the east, but have died in doing so. Goddess rest their souls. Take care, wanderers. I'm the man who tells only Verdus truths. Do you wish to hear? A Minotoroso A liar, he should have a good memory. Okay. The king is a man of his word, of that I assure you. If you bring him back black pepper from the eastern lands, he will certainly reward you with a vessel to sail the seas. I mean, I could go downstairs and get some black pepper. Very easy to get a hold of. Huh? What is it? And you're just going to repeat. I'm kind of done talking to you anyways. In the lands of the east, there is a great shrine where pilgrims from across the world travel to alter their vocations. Aye, if I could only visit such a place. You tired of being a merchant? If you possess the magic key, then you ought to be able to open all the world's doors. Why, you could likely enter all the treasure rooms of the realm's castles, too. Ah, but forget I said anything. I was just thinking out loud. What I would not do to obtain such a key myself. Looky, looky. Another boomerang. We can give it to Agus. And a gold chain. Alright, let's see here. Equipment. Alright, so we already have one. We can give one to Magus. That way he could potentially hit multiple enemies. What we had? We got a gold chain or something too? Yeah. A staff, another staff of anti-magic. All anybody speaks of these days is exploring the lands of the East, but I find such an idea terrifying. After all the people there not savages and barbarians? How do you know if you don't go? Alright. So, the lady in the inn said there's a special spot northwest of Ortega. Let's do a save before we move on. And forbid we have to do it all over again. Oh, I hope you feel better. Yeah, it's a electric blanket kind of day. It's chilly. I think the sun is out a little bit. Better than the other day when it was raining. Alright, so she said a special spot northwest. 10 to 1, it's probably this right here. And we can't get to it yet. Until we can find something that allows us to fly or something. Because this is to the northwest. But I have no way of getting up there. Alright, so we're going to try this. Alright, we're going to equip our axe. We're going to attack. We're going to attack. We're going to attack. And we're going to put the boomerang on Magus, and we're going to let him attack everybody. No way that it looks like a campsite. I'm pretty sure that's probably what they're talking about, because I don't really see any other place that's in the northwest. Or if we want, we could also put 2 boomerangs on. Alright, we do need to go to the east. Alright, so we're gonna go to Romaria. Oh, wait a minute. Strike that. No, we're going to Ibis because we got to compete in rank 4 of the tournament. We can pull money out at the same time. Yeah, isn't that a nice way to travel? Just cast a zoom. All right. We want to withdraw. $10,000. Well, I wish I had that for real. If only, you know, the money in game, we could, like, turn it into real money. Like you do when you go to other countries and whatnot. Been wondering when I'd see you once more. It feels only right that I give you a token of my gratitude since you're now rescued 10 monsters. But don't think your work is done. There are plenty more beasties out there awaiting your rescue. Get 5 vials of magic water. Do come back soon. The monsters love your little visits. Let's have a look at the roster here. Alright, so he's at level 2 now, or she. And so she's got Frizzle and Fizzle. Now, Fizzle just prevents people from using magic, so it's really not that useful. But her hit points are up higher now. Alright, Hill Slime is also at level 2, and they got Tingle, which I think that helps you with paralysis. And those are the only ones that I've leveled up. Let's see how we do this time around. We did rank 3. We need to do rank 4. Alright, so I'm going to keep the armor in. And we're going to change you for Trixie. Because our cloud is weaker. Although Zap and Fire Breath are good spells. But he's got less hit points. And we need a lot more hit points. And Frizzle is stronger than Sizzle. So, yeah. Alright, we're going to keep this. Alright, we're going to give it a try. Let's see how we do. Alright, we're going to kind of fast forward through this, since we've already done this before. Alright, now we got to do our tactics here. I can't control my monsters. I can only tell them kind of how to fight. I don't want Arthur using up all his magic at the beginning, so we're going to say don't use magic. Healy's going to focus on healing. Trixie will fight wisely. Woo! We got through the first fight. Now we got 3. Ooh. Someone needs to heal Arthur. Come on, Healy. Thank you. Oh, that hurts. We got 2 more. Alright, Healy. You gotta make sure you heal now. That wasn't really healing. You got plenty of magic points. This is why I like to have control, but you can't do that in this. Nice. Alright, now on to the last fight. With the Queen. We will take on the Queen. Alright. Tough adversaries here. We're gonna do Show No Mercy. We're gonna do Show No Mercy. Come on, Healy, do your job. Trixie's probably gonna die. Alright, Trixie, you got plenty of magic points. Oh, it's probably strongest fire, though. Alright, woo! Yeah! We won! We did it! There we have it, folks. The winner. Congratulations are in order. That was a fine fight, and your team is by far the mightiest in all of Ebis. May your light shine bright on all the world for aeons to come. The only question is, can you do it again in the rank 5 tournament? I, for one, cannot wait to find out. I don't think there is a rank 5 here. You must be so proud of your team. We got some money, too. Oh, we made some good money. Alright, let's see here. So if he equips his rune staff, which is stronger, the somatic staff is stronger than the rune staff. Special staff that drains its master's magic points in exchange for giving their attacks a beefy boost. So the priest can use it, and the mage can use it. We will give it to him. We might not have him use it all the time. because he's a mage. He's going to use his magic more so. So, yeah, we'll do that. I don't think there's a rank 5 opened up. Nope. He's somewhere else. Alright, let's go pay the dwarf a visit. He is not in the town, but rather east of the town. I probably could have zoomed to his location. I was not thinking. Alright, let's see how we all do with our strongest weapons. Didn't really take any magic points off. Max is 181. And he's got 176.
I'm Nordy, the dwarf. What do you want with me, boy? If you've no business here, clear off.
Rufus reads the royal missive. My dearest Nordy, I hope this epistle finds you well. I most humbly request that you guide the bearer of this letter safely through the belly of the mountains. He is headed for Baharata on my behalf. Your constant friend and admirer, Portogus Rex.
So, you all want to head out east, do ya? Well, since it's by royal appointment, and he asked so very nicely. All right, follow me. Wait there a second.
That's a tough dwarf. I wouldn't want to piss him off.
Now, don't be misconstruing my actions, alright? I'm only doing this because the King of Ortega asked me to. My kind have never been keen on your lot, and I'm no exception. Don't expect my help again. Now I think of it, I did once hear of a dwarf or two that went adventuring with humans. Pardon me, blighters. Right, in you go. This is the way into the passage through to the east.
And we're out the other side. Let's see. Looks like there's nothing up there. So we gotta go down there, but we are definitely going to explore up there. What's the sign say? North, Olivia's Promontory. And then southeast is Baharata. Alright, we're gonna go kind of north here. That's how you defeat an El Nino. A fur hood and a leather kilt and a chain whip. He can't use the chain whip. None of them can, so he can just sit in the bag. Oh, it's getting dark. Ooh, we're gonna quit the boomerang. Goes in Rottenweilers. You can take out the crab. Alright, let's try that. Oh, we killed one of the vampire cats.
Take this.
One left. All right, Alice went up a level. Yep, those are big crabs. That did the trick. Oomph. Makes us hit harder. Alright, I'll work on getting that for you. There's a cloud. We can strengthen up our cloud monster. Hopefully. Phew. Rainy. Cloud is over the moon. Now they've gotten more cumulus pals. Which Cloud would be better to use than Trixie, because Trixie's spell it hits hard, but it only hits one enemy. Whereas the Cloud uses the fire breath, it hits multiple enemies. If we can find any treasure or anything here. They're getting stingy. I don't see any pots or anything. Yggdrasil leaf. Alright, who doesn't have one? You don't have one, you have one. And you have one. He missed.
This ought to help.
What is that ball thing? It's called an El Nino. Alright, let's see what's up here. Yeah, they're clouds is what they are. Yeah, they're these cloud monsters called El Ninos. Livia's Promontory. Looks like it might also be an inn. They say there's a prison on an island in the middle of this lake. Apparently, it's haunted by the spirits of the prisoners who died there. Ooh. Yeah, they're an enemy. We don't have the key. They got a green exclamation mark, though. Oh, teleporters. The thing with wings. I would have to look at it again. Cat's still sleeping. They clearly do not want us to go there yet. We can zoom. Doesn't take us out the other side, though. We'll just walk through his grotto again. I think it'll save us a little bit of time. You don't fight here. Alright, now we're going south. Oh, there's some sparklies up there, too. Oh, those are vampire cats there. Yep. Couple barrels. Angel bell. And some magic wand. Okay, that's all that's here. Crappy leather armor we can get rid of. Oh, he missed. Those red things are actually dogs. It's like zombie dogs. These are dogs. They're called like Rottweilers or something.
Take this!
One left. Let's attack. We'll have attack the Rottweiler, Whoosh the Hell Ninos, and Sizzle the Rottenwellers.
You.
The undead do not like fire. I'm wondering if that is... We went to that place. We went to that place. Bugs.
Yourself. Take this.
Oh, we've been dazzled except for Alice. That may or may not mean anything. In that case, it didn't mean anything. Supposed to increase the chance of you missing. Oh, I see sparkles. Ooh, we went up a level. We didn't learn no spells, though. I guess that's okay. We got an iron apron, box of shorts, and I think it's in a turban.
Got you! Swoosh!
Wow, this is a big area. We can't get to there yet. Seed of life. We can't go up there. Have to go around it.
hill!
A little bit of a desert here. Oh, let's see. Oh, we got a big area to cover here. Anteaters. An ant guzzler. So we're gonna finish off this part of the map instead of going all the way to the west there. Ah, look what I missed. That's why we're going back and forth. Do that. I'm getting some spam texts now. Boy, they desperate, ain't they? There's a little oasis or something right there. A lot of bloody sand. And 3 pots. Strength ring. Oh, there's a bunch of pots. Nothing of interest. 2 pots were empty. And I think we don't really need the strength ring. Oh, she got goosebumps. He licked her in the face. And then he ran away. What a coward. A regular boomerang. Definitely don't need that. Alright, we're going to go back up a little bit. Back to the boomerang. That coward ran away. Well, we can't go over top of that. We can't do any climbing. Lump mage, huh? Still standing. Whack and more heal. Bounce. More heal. Restores at least 164 to a single ally. And what was the other one? Whack is an instant kill. And then you learned Bounce. Forms a barrier around an ally that reflects the spells of friend and foe alike. So it's like Reflect from Final Fantasy. Good if you have to fight a really strong mage. Well, the problem is you won't be able to heal yourself with magic. You'll have to use items. Baharata.
Gopal, please. You must be calming yourself.
Oh, Tanaya, my most beautiful darling.
Oh, brave traveler ji, I am so sorry for all the fuss. I am but a humble seller of black pepper. Please, listen to my tale of awful woe. My most beautiful Poti, my granddaughter, Tanaya, light of my life, is having been kidnapped by despicable scoundrels. The young Sahib you see here beside me is her betrothed, Gopal. They were planned to have been being joined together in matrimony and taking over from me my shop. You seem to me very strong and tough. Please, you must rescue my Tanaya Jan.
Oh, no, Uncle. I must be the one who saves her myself. Besides, we cannot put our troubles upon this unknown traveler. Please, to be waiting here. Tanaya, darling, I am coming to save you.
Gopal!
He'll get himself killed.
Acha, if Gopal is being captured also, then whatever am I to do?
Black pepper, you say? The uncle who is running the shop down the way is selling such spices. Now to business. Let's see. I'm gonna sell one of these. I'm gonna sell one of these. I already got one. Lots to sell here. Alright, what do you got? Somatic staff. Sizable scissors. It's all over for any enemy unlucky enough to find themselves between these two blades. But it is much weaker than the claws that he's using. Staff of Sentencing. This sacred scepter can unleash a gust of wind on a group of enemies when used as an item in battle. Morning Star. Ideal for giving a whole group of enemies a rude awakening. The fur vest is better than the full plate armor. Let's sell some stuff now. All right. Let's check out the item shop while we're here. A black bandana. Good, because he's still wearing a turban. There's the church. Came here to this place to buy black pepper, but the uncle who's running the shop is having had his granddaughter kidnapped. Acha, such an inconvenience. Wayfarer's clothes, really? We're not going to be able to get any pepper until we help the guy. It is for these most sacred waters that I have journeyed so far. The water of this, our most hallowed river, are quenching not only the thirst, but warding off evil spirits also. I am regularly purifying myself in the holy and most sacred river that runs here through the town. I am hoping that it will bring to me the bouncing baby child I have longed for since so long ago. Waters of the sacred river flow swiftly by. Bathe in them. Takes a quick dip in the river and is filled with an overwhelming sensation of calm and purity. The archfiend is sure to destroy us all. He is master of the cold and freezing darkness, lord and king of the land of death. Soon all shall shudder and shake in the shadow of his wicked, wicked designs. Not if I have something to say about it. Are you hearing of the somatic staff? It is allowing even magic users to exercise their brawn in battle by beating up the enemy. It is far from cheap, but I am still finding myself most tempted to buy one. Well, I was actually lucky and found one. You don't want to go in the cave beyond them bridges near town. It's a den of handsome yet bloodthirsty kidnappers. Oh, do I know? I just do, alright. Now, if you know what's good for you, you'll steer clear. I think he's one of them. The Thorn Whip. I have never met a mage or priest that was not being delighted when they were furnished with a somatic staff. Well, my mage does have the staff. It is said that beyond the mountains northeast of here is standing All Trades Abbey, a place where vocations may be freely changed. Oh, we got a mini medal. A mini medal. I think that makes... Oh, we got over 23. You know what we're going to do? We're going to zoom to the Metal Manor. And then we're going to stay the night at Mama's house, so it's free. And then we'll come back. Pair of scholar specs. $27, and we'll get an agility ring. Oh boy. Wear these if you need to become a real wit, sense and nice and quickly. Sadly, they don't come with prescription lenses. Just raises your wisdom. All right, guys, that's all the time I got for today, but thanks for coming and watching. Hey, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit those follow buttons. Usually live Monday through Wednesday, occasional nights. But for the most part, that's going to be it for this week. We will be back Monday with some more Dragon Quest III. Make sure you check it out. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you.